Hi, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So today we're gonna do 73 questions with a Sciences Po student.
That's me,
Cool. Let's do it. So, Alex, what's your whole name?
Alex.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
And what year are you from?
So I'm gonna be doing my second year here at Sciences Po.
Next year?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And what languages do you speak?
So I speak Ukrainian, Russian, unfortunately, English, French, Spanish, and Catalan.
Oh, and what are your hobbies overall?
I like tennis, I like skiing, but learning languages, I guess, as well.
Okay. And what program are you in? URAM or URAF?
I'm Uram.
URAM? And what are you majoring in next year?
So next year I'm gonna be majoring in Polgov, so politics and government, and I'm gonna be minoring in law. Yeah, TLL.
Okay, and what majors does the URAM program offer?
So if I'm not mistaken, it's either politics or government, political humanities, or or economics and society.
Exactly. And what minor are you doing again?
I'm doing TLL, so it's thinking like a lawyer, but it's basically law.
So law and philosophy.
Yeah.
And what minors does the URAM program offer?
So it's international finance and trade, thinking like a lawyer, sociology,
Yeah.
and the fourth one is, can you help me out with the fourth
International
one?
relations.
Yes, exactly, international relations.
Cool. And why did you choose Polgov?
Well, I just really like law, and I'm also into like politics and how how countries work and how their political institutions work.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose your minor thinking like a lawyer?
As I said, I'm really into law, and I like, for example, I love shows how to get away with a murder and like other, the suits, all that stuff. So I was like, it's gonna be fun to just.
Oh, okay. Cool. And why Sciences Po, Alex?
Well, I mean, it's in France. I love France.
Okay.
It's a very prestigious school institution, and the campus is amazing. I mean, we're gonna show more of it to people, but like it's really a great campus.
And where are we right now?
So right now we're at the glass hallway. I think that's what it's called, and it's really cool. It's kind of hot here.
Y'all, it's summer. And there are no students in here.
Yeah, because we all finished everyone basically finished their studies. So for this year, so I don't think we're gonna find a lot of people here.
And did you choose Reims because of URAM or just because you like the city?
Well, I think both. I think because I'm really into like, NATO and North America.
Okay.
So Uram is kind of it was an obvious choice. But also Reims seems cool because, things happen here.
Okay.
And the campus, this particular campus right here is very pretty.
Yeah. And are you happy that you chose Sciences Po?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Why?
well, first of all, this was my only choice, and it's the only uni I applied to.
Okay.
So I guess, it was just meant to be. And I'm mostly happy because I've met so many wonderful people.
Okay.
Like Valeria, for example, who's behind the camera.
And what don't you like about this place?
Well, some teachers, some classes, but I think it's the usual, I feel like all unis kind of have this thing of, there are some things you don't like. Mostly classes, yeah. Some classes are not that interesting, I'd say.
Okay. And what's a typical student from Sciences Po like?
Well, I think. I thought it was close. Come on. Well, I'd say they speak more than one foreign language.
Okay.
They're smart. They're ambitious, and they want to make a change in the world.
Like being French president?
Yeah, something like that. That's corny, but yeah.
And from 1 to 10, how would you rate Sciences Po France?
I'd say it's 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. And what do you think is the stereotype of a Sciences Po student from people outside?
Rich, bratty, annoying.
Okay. How's the student community overall? Is it very international?
Oh,
Is
it's
it
very
not?
international. 50%, I think, of people on our campus here are international students. So it's like, like my friends are from all over the place, and it's very cool and interesting.
Oh, cool. And do you think you need to know French in order to integrate better with French speaking, like
Oh,
associations, etc., like life?
oh, for sure. I think if you don't know French, it's gonna be difficult to integrate the French part of Sciences Po.
Okay.
But because as I said, it's like 50% of people are internationals, and there are so many international associations and activities, you're gonna be fine not knowing French. But obviously, it's great to integrate because you're gonna discover so many great things about French culture and French people.
And did you know French when coming to Reims?
I knew a little bit because I learned some in high school, but then I kind of forgot some of it.
Okay.
But it was kind of I was not a beginner, but I was also not good at it.
Okay. And how has your French improved so far here in France?
Well, for sure it's gotten better. It's not perfect, but hey, I mean, I can keep up with a French speaker, like talking about weather and like, I don't know, things we're doing. So yeah. It's going well.
And do you think it's necessary to know French in order to be here?
No, not at all, because all of the classes, well, if you're doing your round, for example, all of the classes are in English. So
Okay.
it's pretty easy. And yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. And what's your favorite spot on campus?
My favorite spot is probably that room, the one we've been
The old
to,
refectory?
it's so nice. I mean, it's so like Harry Potter vibes, Hogwarts. Also, this room is also pretty cool. Like, look at this. This is so cool. The old kitchen, dope.
The champagne tasting things happen here.
Yeah, I've never been to, but I really want to go.
And what's your favorite building?
My favorite building, I think it's the new building because I think we're gonna see it very soon. Because the classes that happen there are very, the classes there have a lot of space, and it just, when you're there, you kind of breathe. There's a lot of air in there.
Okay, and what's your favorite school season?
Autumn, because you can see all these trees, but in autumn they're all like yellow and orange, and leaves forever here. It's nice.
Oh, cool. And now moving on, what is your day as a student, do you think, like during a weekday looks like?
Like a typical day.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up. I'm annoyed that I woke up too early, but then I go to the class, go to like first two classes. Then I have lunch here, so I go to the local canteen here, and then I have lunch sitting under some trees with my friends. Then I have another class, and then I'm done for a day, and I'm go home to do homework, and then hopefully meet up with my friends right after that.
Okay, and what associations are you involved with?
So last year I've been actually pretty involved. I've been involved with Ryman. Well, we're talking last year, because this year I'm doing a gap year, basically. I'm not doing anything. But last year, yeah, I did Ryman, so it's a MUN association, and we organized one of the biggest MUNs in France, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's dope. And then I did ALAS, so this is the Latin American Association, to keep up with my Spanish and, improve it. And then, I actually did a lot of stuff, but I don't really remember it now.
You did some theater. That was so cool.
Oh, I did do, actually this year, yeah, I did. I was in a play called Ashes to Ashes that I was playing an abusive husband. A lot of people told me I was good at it, which is kind of weird because, like,
No, it was so cool. I loved it.
Abusive people.
And how do you think those associations have added to your Sciences Po experience?
Well, you get to know a lot of people.
Okay.
So it's cool. And, it looks good on your CV. And you get access to some activities that, people outside of this association necessarily don't have access to.
Oh, and what do you think has been your favorite memory from campus this year, despite your gap year? Or even from last year?
I feel like just a lot of good memories happened here. So I get food, and then I go there outside and just hang out with my friends. And when there's sun, it's so nice, and just we talk about stuff and have fun and enjoy ourselves.
Oh, and from 1 to 10, now changing the subject, how will you rate academics at Sciences Po?
Academics, a solid 7.
Okay. And what has been your favorite class so far?
My favorite class, I think. I'll have to see. That's a difficult question, but I feel like we had sociology, and my seminars teacher for sociology, she introduced a lot of stuff that was related to psychology, and I love psychology, so it was such an interesting class for me to follow, and yeah, it was just a great class.
And what was your least favorite class?
Race. And what was the name of it?
Race and equality in the United States.
Exactly. Look, the topic is very interesting, but the teacher just wasn't my vibe at all. You know, I was just so bored in that class.
Oh, and how was the course selection process?
Well, it's stressful, you know, because everyone at the same time you need to log in into your student's account and choose your classes. So it's stressful, but I mean, for me, it went kind of well. You know, I feel like if you plan well, and you get to choose the classes you wanted to.
Oh, and how many hours of study do you think you study like per week, or like do you study a lot?
Well, I haven't used to, but I feel like we have like 20 hours of classes per week, yeah.
Okay.
And so to it, you can add up like 15 hours of studying if you study well. So yeah, if my math class is like 35 hours per week, but I don't really study that much.
Okay, and do you feel that it's a lot of work?
Oh, it is for sure. You know, Sciences Po is not a school to just like, you know, go to parties and do nothing and do drugs or something. You know? It's a serious thing, you know, like you gotta commit to it. All of the people I know are really, you know, everyone's studying here, everyone.
Okay, and now talking about work, how is the midterms final season?
Oh, it's stressful, you know? I mean, but I feel like we all get experience this, like every student experiences this. So in a way it's kind of a bonding, you know, because you meet up with your friends before the exam and you guys are kind of nervous. But I don't know, like it went mostly fine for me.
And how do you prepare for midterms and finals? Do you prepare very ahead? Is it like more like last minute?
Well, I feel like mostly last minute. I don't really plan. I'm not a good planner, you know? I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
So I just procrastinate, and then I'm like, oh shit, you know, I gotta learn. But I mean, as I said, usually it works out for me very strangely, but I feel like I need to change some of my habits.
Okay.
It's very energy consuming.
And when it comes to studying, do you think like students share like their work, like each other's presentations, class notes? Like, is it a shareable academic community?
Yeah. I mean, actually, you'd expect to, because it's such a like prestigious and cool institution. You'd expect people to be like very, I don't know, bitchy and very like not willing to share. But people actually share their presentations and share their notes with everyone for free.
In the Facebook page, sharing is caring.
Yeah, exactly. There's a specific page for this on Facebook, and like everyone is on it. So I feel like in this way, the environment here is very much, you know, everyone helps each other to study. It's not a competition and like, oh, I'm better than you, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so will you say that Sciences Po is a competitive environment or no?
It still is, obviously, because everyone is very ambitious. But I wouldn't say it's very toxic in terms of academics. Because I feel like in the end, we all want to help each other. Because, you know, it's kind of, I'm helping you, then you're going to help me, etc. Yeah.
And what is your favorite thing about Sciences Po?
The people, you know, it's kind of corny, but I mean, yeah, some of the people, literally, like, my friends are amazing. I met them here. Yeah, just the people. I love some of the people here so much.
And what does student life look like?
Without COVID, great. We have so many activities planned, like on campus. A lot of, like, we have like games here, you know, like it's fun. People just hang out in the courtyards. Like we have like sports competition. Like it's great, you know, stuff is happening everywhere. I feel like it's a very kind of like we're really trying to imitate American colleges in a way, you know, and I feel like it's going well. Like the student life part is going well.
And what has been your favorite event so far?
My favorite event, I feel like campaign weeks are very fun. So it's basically like a thing where the some student associations, they try to get elected, and they
Okay.
organize a lot of activities for other students to participate in. And if you're not, because I was never like part of the association that run for anything, because it's very stressful.
Yeah.
Then like you come to the campus with your friends and you just like participate in all of those activities organized, and it's so fun. And yeah, it's time well spent.
And how do parties look like here at Sciences Po?
Very different, very civil. First of all, it's very, I feel like it's very civil. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's very. Oh, someone's playing. See, I told you like stuff. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
like a family.
Anyway, wait, let's do another.
No. Keep going.
Anyway, their parties here are. I don't know. They're good. They're fun. They're just parties.
Okay. And is you have any favorite association?
My favorite association is Lions and Foxes. You know why? Because Valeria is the president of it, and I feel like she done such a great job of of just being it's the best association.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta promote Time to Swing. Rock Dancing Association is also very good.
Yeah. If you like dancing, because I'm very bad at dancing.
But it's very good.
Yeah.
But anyways, and we've talked about academics and student life. What about administration at Sciences Po?
Sorry, it's very bad. You need to have a lot of patience for people who work here, because some of them, I mean, are not very professional and not very good at their jobs. But hey, this is France, you guys. This is what everyone knows about France. The administration, like the paperwork stuff here, is annoying as fuck.
Okay, and how proactive do you think is this university administration with its students?
How what? Sorry.
Like proactive, like do they interact a
Oh.
lot with the students, or do they just let the students be?
They don't really care, unfortunately. But this, as I said, this is the French way, okay? If you gotta integrate in the French way. So, yeah, you just have more patience. Just have fine.
Question: do you know about those vineyards, champagne vineyards right there? Do you
Yeah.
know about them?
I know that they're very old,
Yes.
and that's the only thing I know about them.
So they are species, and there was like a plague in France, and it is one of the last from that specific species that is surviving. And they do this very special event. Can you lock your phone while I tell you the
Sure.
story? They do a very special event of champagne harvesting in August. So look forward to that next year.
Wow, that's so cool. I actually didn't know it. That's so dope.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about Reims? Oh.
Oops. My favorite thing about Reims is no, I'm kidding. The cathedral. I like the center. The
center?
is great. I like the
Okay.
center. It's pretty.
And what do you like to do in Reims?
I like to hang out with my friends, go for coffee. That's it. I don't know. Yeah, just go to the cathedral. The area near the cathedral is very nice. You just go there with your friends. You go to buy some coffee, just sit and, look at basically, okay, the only thing that's here that's like cool and big is the cathedral, but it's so nice. You never get tired of it. So
Yeah, it's majestic.
the cathedral.
And if Sciences Po was an alcohol drink, what would it be? I think it's quite obvious, but what do you think it would be Sciences Po's drink?
I don't know, tequila.
Tequila!
it
Why
gets-
not? Why not champagne?
Ocean. No, I don't know. No, well, tequila. You come here as a first year. It hits you in the head hard, okay? But then you gotta after a few shots, you're like, huh.
Okay.
I actually like it.
Interesting.
I actually like it. Yeah.
And now let's get more juicy. So, what's the dating culture like here?
What's the what?
Dating culture.
Dating culture, non-existent. Everyone just hooks up. It's very depressing. Some people are just, yeah.
Oh, and what about Tinder and other dating apps here in Reims?
Bleh. Well, look, okay, I feel like I'm being too, I don't know, I think I'm being too depressive. Look, there are some, like, if you want to date, there are some couples here, like, it's great, but mostly people come here for 2 years, so no one is like, a lot of people are just like, oh, like, dating, not for me, because 2 years and then I'm leaving,
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, it's just like, it's not a viable option to date. So that's why just only hookups. And like Tinder, there are not that many people here in France in general. So it's pretty dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about you rate the school
So be
spirit?
strong and
Oh.
independent and don't rely on anyone else.
Yes, independent. Anyways, so how about you
Or
rate
go
the?
to Paris. Go to Paris.
Oh, that also. You know stories about Paris.
Oh, I do know stories about Paris.
And how about you rate the school spirit?
The school spirit. Well, I feel like, it's not like in the U.S. You know, it's like everyone's wearing Sciences Po hoodies and being like, Sciences Po. But we're all very. I feel like we're still very old. Yeah, we're all very proud of our school, and we feel. You know, when I hear that someone's a Sciences Po student, I'm like, oh, you know, it makes me happy. So I feel like it's existing. It's not very all over the place, but you know, yeah, I'm proud of I'm proud to study at Sciences Po. Like hell yeah. That's good.
And do you like the school community overall then?
Yeah, mostly people are nice. You know, yeah. I do.
And what's the usual wardrobe of a Sciences Po student?
People dress up here, okay? Americans, if you're watching this, you better forget about your leggings. Well, I mean, you can still come here with it, but you know, people wear good stuff. So, yeah, people dress nicely.
So you will say that it has that sort of European fashion sense.
Oh, exactly, yeah. French people like to it's you know I feel like every time I come to the campus, like they're already like, oh my god, like this girl looks so good, you know, or like, you know, just people really dress up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you seen a favorite outfit that you've liked so far from a student?
My favorite outfit has been, well, all of the Valeria's outfits are amazing. You guys haven't go on her Instagram. You can see some of the outfits she wears on campus. Her Instagram is Anna Valeria. What?
VN.
VN.
Also go to Alex.
Oh,
Shout
sure.
out.
She's gonna.
I'll put you on the link. Link on bio.
Link in bio. Okay.
But wait, ring the bell.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Wait. That was kind of embarrassing. But it sounded great.
Alex, and what do you do on a free day?
I really like to stay in my house, but you know, when it's sunny, when the weather is great, like I love just meeting up with my friends. Again, go buying coffee and going to see the cathedral.
And do you feel that there's a lot to do in Reims?
Well, no, not really. But I mean, with your friends, you can always find some stuff to do.
Okay, and do you feel that, what do you do, to make the most out of the city?
I leave my house.
Okay.
That's what I do. And you know, just adventures find me. That's what happens.
Okay. And do you go to Paris often?
I do go to Paris often. See, that's the great thing about France. Paris is only 40 minutes away from you by train.
And how feasible is to travel during the semester?
Well, I'd say it's still pretty feasible. Look, you can go in the weekends. And when you're in Paris, you can go to Starbucks and do some of your homework. So yeah, I'd say it's feasible.
And favorite place in Europe you've been while at Sciences Po?
Malta. Malta was amazing. I loved Malta.
And favorite memory about the last 2 years? It doesn't have to be at Sciences Po.
You know what? Because you reminded me of Malta. I remember me and my friends, we went to the cliffs and we met the sunset together.
Yeah.
And it was so great. Honestly, I really want to go back.
And what do you think you will miss about Sciences Po when you leave?
My friends. I'm gonna miss my friends. This is great, but hey, you know, this is just, the material stuff doesn't matter, okay? I'm gonna miss my friends.
And about Reims, the same, I think. Your friends.
My friends, but also just, I don't know, I like just the vibe of it. In the center, as I said, it's very nice. It's a very European city. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm gonna go to the US after that. And I'm gonna miss the European way of just living and chilling and enjoying life.
So talking about that, there's a 3A process. Can you tell me more about it?
Yes, so for the third year, it's mandatory to go abroad, which is a very exciting thing, right? And you choose 5 universities you want to go to based on your rank. Like you kind of rank 5 unis you want to go to. And a lot of people actually could get their first choice. And so you go to another uni for the whole year and you study there. And I think it's so great, it's so cool, it's amazing.
And well, you said you wanted to go to the US. Is only the US, or you were planning to go to another place?
Well, the thing is, yeah, I think I forgot to mention, we have like, Sciences Po has partnerships with 450 universities, which is, you know, so much. So you can go all over the world, like Japan, I don't know, South Africa, New Zealand. But I want to go, I'm thinking US or the UK, just
Okay.
because, I don't know. I want to, like, you know, New York or London, basically. Those are my choice. I want to go have fun, you know?
Yes, we love
Yeah,
that in the big
city.
cities. And overall, this is sort of the last question, will you recommend Sciences Po Reims to another student?
Yes, yes. Come here and meet me. We're gonna have fun.
Well, thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you. You have fun. I'm gonna just have a stroll right here. All right, see ya.
Bye.